I lived here like 3 years. I'd never seen or heard anything like that, so I just thought it was fireworks.
People in a Davenport neighborhood now worried about their safety, what they say after a fight that left a man shot.
And farmers have more than just their crops to worry about. Why a proposal by the government adds more stress.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good morning, everybody, on this Friday morning. I'm Redrick Terry.
And I'm Alexandria Ikomoni. Thanks for waking up with us on Local 4 News this morning. Let's get started with your local news, beginning with our top story. Right now, a man is recovering after being shot yesterday in Davenport. Police responded to the call around 3:45 on Iowa Street near the First Presbyterian Church.
The police say several people were in an argument before someone pulled a gun and opened fire. A 31-year-old man was hit and taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A home was also damaged. We spoke to neighbors who say they are shaken up about this incident.
I thought I heard fireworks. Like, that's all I thought it was. And I didn't hear any sirens, so I didn't think anything about it. And one of the children that got off of the school bus was telling me that Kirkwood was blocked off and you couldn't get through or anything like that because there was a shooting up there. I'm more concerned for the kids because I have 2 kids and I know that kids live up that way because when I go to work every day, I see them out there, and when I get off, I see him out there.
Police have not made any arrests at this time. Detectives are still following up on the incident.
New this morning, a 23-year-old man is waking up in jail after being accused of attempted murder in Muscatine. Officers arrested David Hatfield after being called to the Salisbury Recreation Area Wednesday night. The initial calls was for an apparent suicide of 18-year-old Caitlin Palmer. Detectives say more investigations led to the arrest.
5:02 now. It's been a rough year for a lot of farmers. First, they got a late start on planting.
And then the harvest got delayed. Now they've gotten another problem from the federal government. Local 4's Zachary Winicky reports a proposal could hurt the demand for corn.
It's just been a frustrating year.
And it's about to get more frustrating for some Quad City area farmers after a proposed EPA rule.
About 2 weeks ago, we thought we had a win with our administration and the EPA coming together and saying, hey, we figured out this renewable fuel standard thing. We're going to make it better. We're going to deliver on promises. We're going to have a demand and a market for your corn in ethanol.
But fourth-generation farmer Megan Dwyer says because of the EPA, that isn't what happened.
They've kind of decided to play by their own rules, and the big issue right now is not necessarily around the overall volume allocation, but it's around the small refinery exemptions.
The renewable fuel standard states that oil refineries have to mix a certain amount of ethanol into its oil. While small refineries can get exemptions from this, the proposed rule by the EPA will change how these exemptions are accounted for, which could result in a decrease in demand for corn.
Henry County has 2 ethanol plants in the county. That has driven a lot of demand. It has been an outlet for a lot of our corn to go, and it's kept our market prices competitive. If we lose that, that's 2 big purchasers, and so our demand goes down, the competitiveness goes down, and ultimately we can be given a lower price for our commodity.
And the effects could spread farther than that.
It's not just, the farmer that's going to struggle with this. We're going to see the ethanol companies start to struggle, close plants. That's happened in Iowa. We're seeing lack of interest in building new infrastructure.
With trade wars already hurting the farming economy, Dwyer feels fixing this issue could help offset some of that.
There are so many things out of our control, and for me personally, being a corn farmer in a state that supports ethanol and a county that supports ethanol, when we have a domestic opportunity to help improve the farm economy, why not take it?
In Coal Valley, Zachary Winicky, Fox 18 News.
This also extends to soybean farmers who sell their crops for biodiesel fuel.
Almost 5:05, a nearly empty mall in Sterling is now up for auction. There are a few stores still open at the Northland Mall, but there aren't any anchor stores left after JCPenney and Bergner's both closed. Sterling's mayor says he's open to sitting with the new owners to discuss making a mall designed for today's needs.
It's not just going in to buy a pair of pants, it's the whole experience. And I think that's what a new developer needs to look at. And I think that's what the people of Sterling are looking for. They're looking for an excuse to stay home. Most people would rather stay local. It's easier to buy things, it's easier to return things, it's more convenient.
The auction will be held at the end of this month.
The American Red Cross wants to bring more volunteers to the Quad Cities. It'll hold open houses in the next few months to attract more people. The goal is to expand its reach and let you know what's involved with being a volunteer and why that help matters. American Red Cross Central and Southern Illinois has more than 1,500 active volunteers.
I have the ability to give back, and there's nothing better than being able to help somebody.
The need is increasing all the time. We're finding that there's more natural disasters that we're responding to every year. It gets very busy.
The next information session will be November 20th at noon.
Yes, they do very, very important work, obviously, so that's good to see there.
Oh, for sure.
Yep. All right. Well, 5:06 on this Friday. It's the end of the week.
It
we
is.
made it here, and not too bad yesterday, weather-wise. It felt actually pretty nice outside in the middle parts of the day.
Yeah, so we're hoping for a very nice weekend, Ash, but this weekend is also coming with just a little bit of rain there.
Yeah, it is for sure. Today's going to be nice. Temperatures back to the mid-upper 60s almost, so take advantage of that. We do have a little bit of rain by tomorrow, so yeah, get out there today while you can. Temperatures this morning, not too bad. A lot of it sitting right around 40. That's where we're at right now in the metro area. Feels like 35, though. Those winds already starting to pick up, and that's going to be the big difference today. Winds gusting near about 30 miles per hour. So hold on to your hats out there. We have some clouds out here this morning. We will see partly cloudy skies for most of the day today, but hour-by-hour forecast is going to take us back up here to the upper 50s by lunchtime, then all the way to the upper 60s here this afternoon. So right around 67 or so, that high temperature. Just gusty today, gusty tonight as well as the upper 40s. Not a bad night either. A lot warmer than it has been, so these things are getting pretty mild for this weekend, but it is going to come with some showers by Saturday. So we'll kind of track that out coming up here in just a minute.
A little bit of give and take, right? It's nice outside temperature-wise, but we're going to have to deal with some rain to go with it.
You give, Mother Nature just takes and takes and takes.
Every time.
Takes and takes.
Oh, yeah, the house always wins.
There it is. All right, Ash, thanks. Coming up, testing on baby food. Which toxins were found in some of them?
The time now is 5:07. Your top health stories are right after the break.
You're watching Local 4 News this morning.
WHBF is local for you with Frederick Terry, Alexandria Ikomoni, and meteorologist Ash Simpson. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.